Understanding in the business world that those who play within the food segment of business will always be assured of business. Today, we look at the story of a passion fruit farmer who has added value and is doing his craft with a difference. Through the years, farmers have mainly concentrated on growing traditional crops like coffee, cassava, matoke, and many others on a rather small scale. Sava Sebunya, a passion fruit farmer from Mukono, has however raised the bar higher, venturing into passion fruit farming on a large scale.
Sena Farm, mainly, we do passion fruits. We have other small ventures, but we are putting our focus on passion fruits mainly. So what we do here, we have 9 acres of passion fruits, 7 acres this new plantation, and 2 acres, the one we started with.
But how did he start, and why did he choose passion fruit growing as a line of business?
I have had a chance to travel around the world, and I realized that farmers are the richest people. Farmers are the richest people. There is no doubt about that in first world countries. So I decided to come back home in 2014 end. I sat down with my young brother and I told him we should start farming because I knew it's a good venture if you take farming like a serious business, not as just a hobby. Passion fruits, the market is always there. The market is available. Statistics show that almost 70% of the passion fruits consumed in this country come from Kenya and Rwanda. Yes, so it's obvious that that's one of the businesses that are viable in farming.
Doing commercial farming entails a lot of land and financial resources put together. But for a unique product like passion fruits, what exactly is the cost for a startup?
So let's take an acre. If I calculate water, the poles, the seedlings, the labor for at least the first 6 months until you start harvest, you need 6 million. So you will harvest in a peak season for the first 3 months, or at least 2 months. From an acre, you're expecting like 7 bags per week. So you do the math. Right now, May, a bag of passion fruit, a sack is 850,000 shillings. Now let's not consider that. Let's consider when the price is low. Let's consider when the passion fruits are all over the place. A sack goes for at least UPF 12, because this is the breed we have. A sack goes for at least 300,000 shillings. So if you have 7 bags at 300,000 shillings, that's 2.1 per week.
He has since expanded his farm, but says this has been helped by the lessons learned from the first garden. Today, he successfully produces the fruits and says one of his secrets is in employing the youth and skilling them to the task.
What makes us stand out, first of all, to start with, is the way we work. I am the oldest here. Every other person who is working here is below my age, and I'm still a young man. So we decided to establish a venture whereby we show people that young men can actually do something and be very organized. So yes, in addition to that, the people we work with, for example, there is a small circle here. We don't just bring people to pay them salary. We make sure that someone gets something from here besides the salary. So when you talk to most of the boys here, you realize that some will tell you, I have cows, I have pigs, I have a saloon. So we support them, we follow them, it becomes a family.
To cut heavy reliance on nature's providence, Sebunya has also invested in an irrigation system that makes him productive all year round.
So let me give you a rough estimate of what we expect here, because this farm is now 8 months old, and we've started harvesting from it. In 3 months, starting this month, the way you see these passion fruits, we are expecting 300 bags in 3 months. That target has been set both by us and mostly by the people who work mainly at the farm, the boys, because we have made a deal with them that if we actually harvest 300 bags, everyone is going to Nairobi for a holiday. So the 300 bags, count it at the minimum of 300,000 per bag. Then you have your math. That's 90 millions. Let's take all the expenses that we've incurred in the business. Because everything here is new, we really incurred some expenses, but it is a very promising investment. So if we have 300 bags in 3 months, then we wait for another peak season, starting maybe October, let's say. And we harvest another 200. That is 100. That is 500 bags times 300,000 per sack. You can do the math. Even if you cut it half and say the half is for expenses, the half is profit, you're still in business, man.
But he emphasizes that the time invested is the greatest input, which will eventually give you profits